Good evening.
Yes.
Welcome to the Cicero Town Board meeting. Held here at the Cicero Town Hall, Wednesday, November 2023 at 6:30 p.m. Would you silence your cell phones and note there are two exits in the emergency exits in the rear of the building and on my right. If you would, please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may stand here, remember those who are in harm's way and Veterans Day that will soon upon us. At this time, we have some CNS marching band. Let me introduce you to the key members of the CNS marching band. Karen Simmons, are you here? She's the director. You want to stand up?
Hi.
You want to just stay standing? And then we have Drew Rebecca. He's the assistant director. We also have some talented drum majors. Ewan Lee and Megan Woodward. Please stand. Is there anyone else from the band here tonight? No? Okay. Today, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations. Oh, who else? Stand on up. Today, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the exceptional CNS Cicero North Syracuse High School marching band. On October 29th, they showcased their remarkable talent at the New York State Field Band Conference State Championships, earning a remarkable score of 96.35. The outstanding performance secured their position as the top ranking band in the national class.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's worth noting that this victory was not a one-time achievement. The CNS marching band also secured the first place at last year's state championship competition. This year's win marks a historic milestone for our school, and it's the first time our band has secured back-to-back state championships in the national class. This incredible achievement is a testament to the dedication and talent of all of our band members, instructors, and staff involved. Congratulations to everyone who played a part in this incredible success. Thank you very much. Where's the back? Hey, Tracy, would you be so kind?
I have lots of.
Thank you. That's all. There you go. Thank you very much.
Now we have a concert.
Thank you very much and congratulations. Number 3, public input. Would anyone like to come up and speak on behalf of the agenda items? We'll have 3 minutes to speak. Wow.
All right, I won't need 3 minutes and then follow on the fan there, but my name is Mike Zinsmeyer. I'm the president of Cicero Little League. I was the president for the last year. Just supporting one of the items that's later on in the agenda for Parks and Recreation funding. We do baseball at Central Park from April to October. We had 444 children in the spring session and 157 in the fall session, so nearly 600 kids playing baseball. It's been a great relationship so far, the town and park. Making that happen is a great partnership between us. I'm excited to see that there's an opportunity to potentially have some additional funding to make Central Park and other areas that we play baseball in as well better. So just appreciate your consideration for the improvement of the funding. Thank you.
Thank you.
For adjourning the meeting.
Open it up. Anyone else? You got it.
I'll put my timer on because I tend to be long-winded. I'm sure you guys have done that. I'm here on behalf of the Parks Department. My name is Mike Cash. I'm in a unique situation with one of the agenda items. We're looking for funding for the parks, and I'll speak specifically about Skyway Park, not so much about the entire request for the funds. I don't have a child in Little League. I don't have a child. My youngest is 21. My role in the community, I guess, has been a volunteer over the years with various different little leagues, North Syracuse, local system, mostly North Syracuse. About 15 years ago, we started the project, Skyway Park renovation project. And no offense, but there was nobody in the board, probably very few people in this room that recall even the starting of it. And I have all sorts of documentation I can show you another time, but we started on a labor of love to redo that park. And there was 3 phases to it. First phase was doing the pavilion that's there and expanding the concession stand and the bathrooms. So, and I got pictures, and many people don't realize that what was not there prior to what is there now. And it started with the North Syracuse Little League investing a lot of money into it. That very first phase, North Syracuse Little League put in about $40,000 or $50,000 of their own money that they renovated. Over time, we added fields, parking lot. It all started with Teresa Ross' predecessor, Jody Rogers, gentleman by the name of Pat Benz, and obviously the supplement survey was integral in helping us get funding. So it's the way it looks now, it looks fantastic. It's basically, I equate it to if you build a house, which will leave out the frame. It looks great, but there's some little things that need to be fixed. There's some little things that need to be added to it, which is, when you, if the lead Teresa has given you or will give you the list of items that she'd like to add at Skyway Park, where the funding will come into play for that. And that's those little items, the little things in the house that make it pop, that'll make it better for the kids, make it safer for the kids. And I guess I'm here to sort of bridge the generation from the volunteers that were there in 2009 and 2010 to people like Mike Zinsmeyer and Ed Gesser and Joe Andrews and Ryan Sprague, Adam Sprosek. This is a new generation of Little League volunteers that want to make that park continue to be successful and continue to be a place where kids want to play. And that's kind of why I'm here to voice some support and make sure that we get the money that we need to finish it off. And I'll say this last thing, like 1 second, I'll say this last thing. Somebody told me a long time ago, if you volunteer to do something or you're going to be involved in something, leave it better than you found it. And this is, I guess, this board's opportunity to do what their predecessors did, which is leave that park better than how you found it.
Thank you very much. All right. Take your name and your address. In your name.
Joanna Andrews. I am Joe Andrews. I am one of the co-presidents of the North Syracuse Little League. And I just want to kind of piggyback what Mike Cash had said, is that Skyway is in need of many improvements. I had a son that played who was now 16. I have nephews that play now. I have been on the board for years and years. And we have many, many volunteers, myself included, that have been worked at night very hard, getting things together for the kids. And like Mike Cash said, if you build it, they will come. So this is a wonderful thing that has now been put up that would actually help us make this place just better for our children. We, like I said, we have so many volunteers that volunteer to help, but there's only so much that we can do. So I appreciate everything that Teresa has put into play, and we hope that you will approve that and just make it better. I'm also a teacher in the district, so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Good. I'll be quick too. Ed Gusser, 259 Previous Path, Brewerton. I just, like Mike, I don't have any kids in Little League anymore, but I'm still involved. A couple of years ago, I was able, through some funding, with the help of the town and the town Cicero Police Department, Wayne Freeman, we were able to rebuild 2 of the fields over at Central Park. And then a couple of years ago, myself, Jeff Hoffman, and Mike Cash ran the Gillette Road League, raised some money, about $3,000 or $4,000, which we were finally after 3 years of pretty phenomenal help, and with the board, and you, Mike, gave us the rest of that money, and I hope that everybody's been out to Skyway to see Field 5, and 15 years I've lived in this town, never seen a supervisor, much less a board member. I'm not slamming into you guys, come out and go to all the parks. I think that was awesome that you guys came out to see what the needs are. You know, everybody forgets about parks and recs. It's always at the bottom of the list on everything. You know, we need money for sewers, we need money for roads, but you know, when we forget about it, we forget about the kids and everybody else. And we got a chance to make a little impact on these fields and to make it a little bit better, a little nicer. Like I said, I know Mike, you saw Field 5 and what a change that was out there. I mean, it's probably one of the best fields in the area now, including the high school field up at Gillette. And I think we got a good board and good supervisor, and Trish has been phenomenal working with all this stuff. But I hope we can have some money and continue, like Mike said, to fix little things. I understand we're not gonna get probably everything we need. And that's fine, that's understandable, but I hope we can get enough to work with Central Park and Plank Road and Gateway and Skyway, because they all deserve some upkeep. And but just don't forget about it. You know, I've traveled all over the East Coast and the Midwest playing softball and baseball, and you go to those fields and you look at them and it looks like a third world country. Just because people don't do anything with them anymore. And I just don't want to see that happen to Skyway, because like I said, I do it for the love of it right now, plus I'm retired and I have time on my hand. But I hope we can allocate some money and keep progressing, because a lot of compliments on Skyway right now, just on the 3 work we've done out there. With not a lot of money. And I'm still trying to raise money, and I know Teresa is, and Mike will be the first to tell you to help out, because at the end of the day, you gotta have a little fundraising as well. So I hope you'll vote in favor of some money. We'll take it all, but we'll get what we can take. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hi, Andrew Corsides, 384, Commissioner Trail Littleton. I'm here on behalf of Cicero Falcons. We share Central Park with there. And we have 2 growing programs there, which is wonderful, and it's great for the community, and I can explain both of those. But if you've ever been there when they both at the same time, sleeping sometimes over, it's very much a challenge. Also trying to get all of our fields for practice of that. There's definitely some work we can do as well, especially things just maintenance and upkeep on our field. There, as we're growing and continuing to add teams and successful, we've had a lot of success. Our AE team, the state champions last year, and we are on the regional track this year and are continuing to play in the off season. We had 3 of our 4 teams go to the postseason this year, and we are numbers to continue to increase. We're looking at even having teams for next year. So we need to make sure we have fields and for being to support our growing program.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening, I'm Dan Howard. I reside at 5836 near Lago Lane in Brewerton. I'm the veteran of Cicero Youth Soccer. We have over 800 players in our league. We play in the spring and fall, 15 spring and 16 fall. Our numbers are the largest that we've seen in 10 years. And I want to say thank you to the town for investing in the parking lot last year. It made a huge difference from a safety standpoint, people parking off the roads. And the improvements I'm looking to do in the next couple of years, we would appreciate your support.
Thank you. Anyone else? Thank you very much. We'll move on to number 4, Councilor Love.
Approval of abstracts. Move for the adoption of a resolution approving abstracts number 44 of 2023 dated 11/1/2023, and number 45 dated 11/8/2023.
Second. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
No abstained, passed. Number 5, there was no date certain on this, and as a precautionary measure, we will just open and close this, take no further action. 6:44, open and close at 6:44. The public hearing to approve the fire contracts. I waive the reading of the legal notices that were posted in every type of project.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Open up the public hearing at 6:44. Anyone like to come up and speak on behalf or against them? If not, we'll close it at 6:44. The adoption resolution to approve the 2024 fire protection contracts and have the supervisor and the town board execute any and all contracts and documents, the fire protection contracts and the amounts to be considered as follows, and as amended. Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no, or abstain.
I will abstain.
Public hearing for the preliminary budget. With the way the reading, illegal notices that were posted and advertised at the proper time.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no, oh, I'm sorry. Vote no, abstain, pass. At this time, we'll open up the public hearing at 6:45. Anybody like to come up and speak on behalf or against the budget as presented? No. We'll close the public hearing at 6:45. Move the adoption resolution to approve the 2024 preliminary budget, including special districts as amended. Go ahead, Tracy, do a roll call. We have a second. I'll second it. Okay. Give us a roll call.
Counselor Carr,
Yes.
Counselor Maurizio,
Yes.
Counselor White,
Yes.
Counselor Capello,
Aye.
Supervisor Aragon.
Sure. Councilor Carter.
The public hearing to consider reducing the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Oxbow Road. I ask for a motion to waive the reading of legal notices that were posted and advertised at proper time. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right, we will open the public hearing at 47 p.m. Yep. Would anyone like to speak for or against the reduction of the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Oxbow Road? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing at 6:47 p.m. Any more comments? No. All right, start with the seeker. Excuse me, I move the adoption resolution of proposed action to adopt local law number 14 of 2023 to change the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Oxbow Road is an unlisted action involving no permit granting authorities outside the town. The action will have no negative impact on the environment and does not require the completion of a draft environmental impact statement. Second. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Noes? Abstentions? Adopted. Move the adoption resolution to approve the reduction of the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Oxbow Road and authorize the highway department to install the proper signage to be known as local law number 15, correct?
14.
14 is the last one, 14?
14.
The overriding 2% tax hit would have been 14.
So it's 14.
Do we know as local law number 14 of 2023? Okay, we're getting the script, so thank you. All right, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? Adopted. All right, public hearing to consider reducing the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Ferguson Road from the intersection of Ferguson and Island Road to the intersection of Ferguson and Route 31. I ask for a motion to waive the reading of the legal notices that were posted and advertised at the proper time.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. All right, we'll now open the public hearing for the reduction of the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Ferguson Road from the intersection of Ferguson and Island to the intersection of Ferguson and Route 31. Would anyone like to speak for or against this proposed reduction?
Yes, the, oh, right, sorry. Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, anyone in the public want to go ahead or?
I'll let them speak first.
All right, hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Any board comments?
Yes, by the, Eskers that we were talking about the last time are posted, I believe, at the proper 15, so they won't change,
Right, yeah.
they won't change. Just the road from Ferguson to the Eskers, from the Eskers all the way to the right.
Correct. I think this is necessary because I don't think when it's 55, people really take those 15-mile-an-hour turns seriously. If it's a 40-mile-an-hour route. Yeah, right, yes, yeah. I just think this encourages people to drive to some extent anyway, more responsibly in that area. Trying to not more accidents there. All right. Anything else? I'll start with the speaker. Moving on to resolution of proposed action to adopt local law number 15 in 2023 to reduce the speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Ferguson Road from Island Road to Route 31. Excuse me, an unlimited action involving no permit granting authorities inside the town. The action will not have a negative impact on the environment and does not require the completion of a draft environmental impact statement. Second, is it? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any noes? Abstentions? Adopted. And the decision, I move to adopt a resolution approving reduction of speed limit to 30 miles per hour on Ferguson Road from the intersection of Ferguson and Island to the intersection of Ferguson and 31. And authorize the highway department to install the proper signage. You know, as local law number 15 of 2023.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Adopted.
Council White.
Set a public hearing for new design standards to be adopted by the town of Cicero. Move for the adoption of a resolution to set a public hearing for December 13th, 2023, commencing at 6:30 p.m. local time at the Cicero Town Hall, 8236 Brewerton Road, Cicero, New York, to discuss new building and site design standards.
Second.
Discussion.
I am excited to take this step as part of the comprehensive plan. I think this is something that has been much needed for a long time. It's, you know, if you go to other parts of the state and you see areas that have adopted the design standards and see really how nice things look, and you understand that we don't have to just accept whatever people decide to build. We can, you know, we want to upgrade, want to sort of look nice, especially with some of the new development that will be coming. I'm very excited about this.
All in favor?
Aye.
No abstain, pass.
Apologize for the confident one. So it's a public hearing for purposes of seeker and LWRP. Move the adoption resolution to set a public hearing on December 13th, 2023, commencing at 6:30 p.m. local time at Cicero Town Hall, 8236 Brewerton Road, Cicero, New York, to consider the potential environmental impact of adopting the town's draft local waterfront revitalization.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
No abstain, pass.
Highway Department approval for the relining of the floor on truck 29. Move adoption of resolution approving the relining of the floor in the dump side of truck 29 to Steel Sales Inc. in the amount of $5,675, budget code DB 513046. Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
No abstain, pass.
Thank you.
Approval to hire wingers and laborers to support the highway department plowing. Move the adoption of a resolution to hire a staff of wingers/laborers, names below, to support the highway department plowing activities. The following will start on or about November 9th, 2023, at a pay rate of $25 per hour.
Do we have to read the names? No.
As stated.
Second. Okay, discussion. I think, this is much needed. We have, the folks who come in wing, sometimes it's hard to find people who wants to get up at, 2 o'clock in the morning, come out and wing for an hour. We also put a minimum on this last year, a minimum of 3 hours, so I'm kind of excited to, make this happen.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think it's important to consider that this is a public safety issue, not just for the safety of all the truck drivers, but also because our emergency services, fire, police, EMS, need the road to be clear for people. And like, this is very important part of the budget. We didn't really get into much discussion about it. Was an increase to try to attract more people. It's, I mean, you have people that gotta get dragged out of bed at 2 in the morning. That's not something that a lot of people really want to do. I'm glad to see that we've got a decent roster at this point. And, thank you for managing this so well, Mr. Wesnecker.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote no, abstain, passed. Parks and Recreation. Approve the repair and replace the pavilion roof. Move for the adoption of resolution to approve an expenditure of $9,900 to John Stopa to repair and replace the gazebo roof at Plank Road Park. John Stopa was the low bidder on the project. Project code A71104.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
No abstain, passed. Approve funding of the multiple park enhancements. With the adoption resolution to approve spending of $250,000 ARPA funds to make numerous enhancements to Central, Skyway, Plank Road, and Gateway Parks. Proposed list of projects to be shared with the board, and I believe they are also online?
No.
No? Okay.
I will make my mind.
Okay, we'll get those online. Second, discussion. So I've had I apologize. I've been here almost 2 years, and I've been wanting to do this for the last year with our Parks Director. I told her I wanted to meet with the presidents of the league and their field maintenance people, the volunteers. We, as a group up here, we don't use those fields all the time. I know our counselor over there, Counselor Carp, and the rest of the board here, we've all seen some of the things that need to be done there. But to meet with everybody who uses these parks, to find out what the needs are, what we really need. It's important that we went out to the parks and met with everybody, one day at a time, one president and their group at a time, and got their take on what was needed there. So this is very important. We've enhanced Williams Beach with little to no funding. But this needs to be done. So I hope the board will consider it. And if not 250, maybe more.
Anything else? Are we going to, when these projects come up, still be approving them? I mean, we're kind of approving, I feel worthy, I'm just curious as to the way that we're doing this. This is an Excel spreadsheet. I mean, when the individual will need to be funded, will we be doing it then, or are we setting this ARPA money aside and not earmarking it?
We would set the money aside for these projects.
Okay.
And we would take the importance at the top, top to bottom.
Okay.
We really feel it's important, like we would Central Park, they're in need of sewer down there, or possibly a sewer connection down there.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. Are we sure about, are we confident about that estimate for 75 for that?
Kate is working on going out to bid. We're putting together a bid package to see, but, I've gotten verbal, estimates from a couple of people on septic and someone from an engineer from Clay, and they told me about 60 to 75,000.
For a sewer connection. Well, I mean, I think that'd be fantastic. My question about this really is more procedural than anything.
I think we should earmark the money for that.
Okay.
Okay, and then what we would do is we pick them off one at a time, what we thought was important, and then go down the list.
Okay.
So based on the cost, if it's a project that's over the 5,000 or 10,000, whatever, our procurement policy is, that would have to come to you.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just, like I said, my question is just procedurally, whether we're gonna be approving these when they actually get bid or, and that was my only question. So, okay. No, they all seem to be worthy projects, and certainly the sewer connection at Central Park would be great, and we're shooting at one like road.
If you don't mind, Mr. Supervisor. I just wanted to make sure that your comment about potentially more money, I just want to make sure that with this earmark, we're committing to Central Park, we're committing to Skyway Park, Plank Road Park, and Gateway. And I don't want one getting another park. Okay,
This is all,
sure, it's safe.
absolutely, this is all the parks, we met with all the presidents, and we feel that we have a lot of warranted projects that are there over the years. I feel that they need to get attention, and that's why I met with everybody to get to where we have to go.
There were a lot of other items that I didn't include in here, but they're smaller ticket things and for things that you can do in-house. within the budget, that's money or the certain funds that I have from. the-
That's
so-
great. I just want to make sure that we commit it all.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
No abstaining, passed.
Move the adoption of a resolution showing support for the town's application for TAP funding to build sidewalk on Route 11 in Brewerton from Guyan Road to Brewerton Elementary School. Should the town of Cicero be awarded the grant funding, the town must commit to first instancing 100% of the project funds before requesting reimbursement of 8% of eligible project funds.
Second, discussion. All in favor? Aye. No abstaining, passed.
Move to the adoption of a resolution to exercise the option to extend the drainage and maintenance contract with LaFleur instructors through 2024 up to the amount approved in the 2024 budget.
Second, discussion.
Yeah, as Kate knows, I think LaFleur has been doing a fantastic job with all of these drainage projects around town, so I'd like to just say from my end, all you rest of the board members, I just think I've been out there, saw what their work is, it's fantastic work, so.
We can't forget our highway who's taking on more of the road drainage as well. I just wanted to mention that. Chris and I have a great relationship and I think that it's gone a long way for the last couple of years. So thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
All in favor? Would vote no or abstain, passed. Discussion? Do we have any discussion items tonight?
For discussion, I actually had, I'd like to make a motion, I'd like to move, make a motion, pass a resolution to go into executive session to discuss an employment of a particular employee.
Second. All in favor? Who we inviting in there?
Oh, Mr. Duran.
Councilor McCallum made a motion to an executive session at 7:11, seconded by me, unanimous. Move to re-enter, regular session. All in favor? Aye. Second. Yeah. Recognize and congratulate Councilor-elect Ashley Hogan. Congratulations, welcome, we look forward to you joining us on the board in January.
I'd also like to congratulate Ms. Hogan and Powell and Chris Woznicka and Tracy Councilman on their selection.
And you also, Mr. Supervisor.
Okay, anyone else? No, any public input tonight? No, that being said, I make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.